This piano will always have that feeling of Mrs. Miller being around. I still remember after I finished tuning the piano how she used to go and sit down and start playing music, and I was just amazed the way she made that instrument sound. I truly believe it's a beautiful story since I experienced it with Mrs. Miller. And every time I sit down at the piano, to me, she's alive. According to my understanding, she agreed to go to the nursing home as long as her piano was with her. And with that, I came along with it because I was part of the package. Every time I used to go and see Mrs. Miller to take care of her every 6 months, she used to have all this music around her. I asked her, I says, Mrs. Miller, why you're not in the concert stage? And she says, I'm stage fright. I can't perform in the stage. I took care of Mrs. Miller's piano for 25 years. That's how long. And that she had Alzheimer's, advanced level. Afterwards, when I went to service the piano, she used to sit at the couch and we used to carry a conversation like nothing is wrong with her. The word got to her daughters that she used to have a conversation with me, and it was quite shocking for them because they couldn't believe everything is possible, but they needed to see that, experience that, and see if it was possible for her to recognize them. So they were there one time while they found out that I was going to tune the piano for her. And they were sitting, I remember very well, they were sitting across the room. And Mrs. Miller came about. Of course, her eyes were down, like recognizing anything. And the moment I spoke to her, hello, Mrs. Miller, how's the piano doing? I started playing the piano. She came alive. But she couldn't recognize her daughters. She just recognized what I was doing. And, we started talking to each other. How is the music? Hey, how's my piano? She said, I was doing fine. It's sounding good. Mrs. Miller's wish was for me to have her piano. She was so proud of this piano. Her piano, this was her life. And she would be very proud to tell the story of how this piano came about. In memory of Mrs. Miller.